This video is an information video, okay? And make sure you thumb up the video, all right? And make sure you comment in the comment section also after this live stream is loaded, okay? Now listen, this year is a leap year, and you're going to understand why the leap year is so important and how it connects to Elvis, okay? And like I said, it's not going to be fluid, this information, because I'm not feeling well, haven't been feeling well, and I just haven't prepared good for it. Even though I had the information, I just wasn't, uh, you know, I just was being lazy, in putting it together. Now, listen, let's start first with, okay, let's first start with why just the words leap year, okay, first. And you're going to see what what the connection is here, okay? All right. Sorry, folks. Let's start here. Hold on. All right. So let's first look at the initials of the word leap year, okay? Okay, look. L and Y, okay? L is the 12th letter of the alphabet. Y is the 25th letter of the alphabet, which equals 37, which is the EL. I told you everything is about the EL. Elvis, okay? Even Seattle has the EL at the end, okay? And of course, 1225, which is what this is, 12 and 25 is Christmas Day. Everything is about a mockery of God. You understand? And that's why Santa is Satan. Anyway, so leap year, the initials are LY. Right away, you see that. Then, look, usually I have the reverse numbers, but the reverse numbers don't match. That's why I didn't put it there. So leap year, it equals the exact same, only in the forward numbers, not the reverse. That's why I didn't put it. Memphis equals 8338 121. Leap year equals 8338 121. And Memphis is where Elvis lived and died, okay? And that's another connection to the word leap year, okay? Now, let me see what I hold on. You'll see in a moment how it all connects. Okay, so I didn't do this part yet. Give me a second. Give me a second here. So the word leap, okay? Notice what it has in it. Sorry about that, folks. Just give me a second. You'll see what I'm going to show you in a minute. So when you see first of all, when you see the letter L, you can say it sounds like the word El, which means God in Hebrew, right? Like Elvis, El, right? Right. And I told you what the VIS means in Elvis, but forget about that right now. It's connected to the 666. But look, so L, if you separate it with the EAP, what do you get? Elvis Aaron Presley, right? So you have an EAP connection here. And you know what? What's interesting? That PEA, I'm not done, folks. I have a lot to show on this. So if you twist the letters around of the word EAP, it's the word, of course, it's ape, APE, okay? Or it's the word PEA, right? And I told you everything's about the PP, right? But forget about that. But PEA, isn't that a green thing? That PEA? Is it a vegetable? I have no idea. I don't know nothing about food, man. I just know how to eat it. But anyway, so P is green, right? And Emerald City is in Seattle, right? The Emerald City is Seattle. And yes, I always tell you guys, two peas in a pod. The PP. Two peas in a pod. Exactly. You know. Yes, the peacock, which is what Elvis used to wear, right? And NBC is the peacock thing, right? And Elvis did his NBC special, comeback special with NBC, which uses the peacock. Anyway, Elvis used to wear the peacock, the phoenix bird, the dragon, because Elvis is the dragon. Elvis, and this year's coming up is the dragon year this year. Anyway, so Elvis Aaron Presley has the initials in the word leap. So it's L, Elvis, you know what I mean, whatever. So there you go for that. Now, here's where it gets interesting, all right? So the word leap, okay? Look what it is here. What do you have here? So you see this? L-E, and then separate it with the AP. Okay, so you have EL and then AP. Now what is AP? A equals 1, P equals 16. So you have the 611 backwards, 611. You understand? 116. And in the UK, everything's about the forward and the backward. UK, they say 11.6 for 611. You understand? Okay? So you have the EL, which means God, right? So you have EL with the AP, right? And yeah, EL means God. But look, is it just a coincidence here? Watch. EL, this is what it equals. Watch. EL equals the exact same as AP or PA. EL, PA. That's what it is. EL is PA. So it's the EL for the leap year. You understand what I'm saying? Because AP would be EL also. Does that make sense? So what you're seeing here is EL or PA, which is Papa. or app, whatever, AP, or Papa, get it, PAPA, and Pennsylvania, which is where I was at when I took that flight. And PA, that's the initials for Pennsylvania. And if you think it's a coincidence that, because Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania, right? Isn't Pittsburgh Pennsylvania? Or am I mistaken? But anyway, Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. It's the PP, the Pennsylvania, right? The PPA, it's the app, If you get it, it's PPA, like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And you know why I'm bringing up the Philadelphia? Okay, which I'm going to get to in a moment later. Let's just keep going. Let me show you how it all connects to Elvis. So remember, the AP is the 116, right? 611, right? Which is the day that Seattle event happens. All right, now, how else does it connect? What gets added to the year in a leap year? One day gets added. Which day is it? 229, right? Now, Elvis, he died. Wow, that's crazy. Someone's saying Elvis signed his first contract in the Peabody Hotel. There you go with the PEA. That's crazy. Look at that. See, that's what I mean by people participating. Where did Elvis sign his first contract?
A
Well, I don't know where you're saying that. We need more thing because this one says in Sun Studios. So you got to give me a better thing on that. But anyway, that's still good. I'm sure you signed something there. Okay, so Elvis, listen. When did Elvis die?
Elvis Presley died on August 16th.
So he died on August 16th. Pay attention. What number day of the year is August 16th?
Here is information from National...
August 16th, number of the day. What number day of the year is August 16th?
Here is information
You piece
from
of
National
garbage.
Snow and Ice Data Center.
Anyway, what is the 228th day of the year?
According to Wikipedia,
Listen.
August 16th is the 228th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar. 137 days remain until the end of the year.
Here, let me just show it to you. That way you can see it. So what is your point here? Look, let me show you. What is my point here? August 16th, the day Elvis died. Look what gets added. See, on a leap year, it becomes 229. That's the date that gets added in the leap year is 229, right? Do you understand or you don't get it? All right? That's what gets added. So that's the leap year connection already, right? And I told you guys that 8/16, which is Elvis's death date, okay? 228 day of the year, 229 on leap year, and what does that equal? Look. It equals 457, okay? 457 is 457 is the 88th prime number. Okay, now pay attention, okay? This is really important. Because, you know, the name Trump equals 88. And, see, listen, I don't know how to explain this, but the connection with 88 and 89 is really important, okay? And it's the 89 that they need to kind of take out of existence. I'm not going to explain it here, but it's the 88-89 connection. Now, hold on. So, and by the way, the first time you see a 45, because, you know, Trump is the 45th president, and I told you that Elvis, when he turned 45 years dead in 2022 on August 16th, when he was 45 years already dead, he died at 42, but 45 years later, which I'm going to explain that later, but what I'm trying to say is the 45 is super important. So this is the first time you see a 4 and a 5 together in a prime number. So the 88th prime is the first time where you see 4 and 5 in prime numbers together. And, you know, I told you that 6/11 is the date that Washington State gets struck. Look at what the number is for the prime. See? The 611th prime is 4, 5 with a 0 and a 7. So it's a crown. The O is a crown. 457, 457. You understand? And you know Elvis, he had a twin that was born 1818, you see? And he died on 8/16. It's right there in his date of birth. 1818 or 18 and 8/16. So it's the, not only do you have the twin birth in there, because two of them were born on 1818, which equals 2/16, or backwards it would be 16/2. You know, I know you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but if you've seen my videos, you know what I'm talking about. But what I'm trying to say is that the 6/11 is connected to that too, which connects to the 8/16, Elvis's death date, having the 229 leap year date, because that's the one day that's added in the leap year is 229. You understand? Okay, does anyone not follow me? is anyone not following me here? Yeah, good comments. Is there anyone here who's not getting it? Yeah, remind me to show that later about the Peabody thing. Right now I'm distracted. So the one day they add is 229, right? And for the leap year. And so let me just show you. I have more to show about the leap thing, but let me just show you some number coincidences, okay? So hold on. Give me 1 second here. And this is so distracting, man. This is, hold on. Okay, well, let me show this first. Okay, folks, look, if you've never seen my videos, you're not going to understand the PP reference. The PP is the 1616. And from Elvis's birthday, if you went 1600 days and 1616 days forward, it lands on 611. So the 16th letter of the alphabet is the P, so it's the PP, because everything's about the twin, and the PP is the Antichrist. But anyway, listen. So from the first of the year to 228, on a regular year, not a leap year, okay, it's 58. It's and now my brain's not, yeah, it's 58 days, 59 days if you add the day on the calculator. So it's from the first of the year to 228. And remember, 228 day of the year is when Elvis died, the 228th, which is August 16th. And see how it's connected to the PP? And I told you 1616 days from Elvis's birthday, January 8th, to June 11th is 1616 days. But look, on a leap year to 228, it's 8 weeks, 4 days. And that's when Trump gets his head wound. I told you on 8/4. Okay. So that's another connection for a leap year. All right. Now, so now, if you go from, check this out. From Elvis's birthday to Trump's birthday is 157 days if you don't add the day, 150 days if you add the day on a regular year, 159 days on a leap year. It's exactly the same from 228 to August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. So it's the exact same days. From 228 to 8/4 would be the exact thing from Elvis's birthday to Trump's birthday. Exact equations. And I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4. And see, it has a connection to 228, right? And so anyway, look, man, I mean, folks, you got to understand, this is what you're seeing is me trying to explain the unexplainable, okay? So you've got to bear with me, especially if you're new to the channel. You're not going to understand this, man. Anyway, so you know that everything connects to Washington with this puzzle, okay? And they changed Washington's birthday. He originally was born on 2/11, which is the 42nd day of the year. That's why this is the first time the Super Bowl is going to be on 2/11, because it connects to Washington's original birthday, which was the 42nd day of the year. First time ever they're doing that on the Super Bowl 2/11. And Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's the 42nd state. Everything has to do with that. But look, so Washington, they changed his birthday to 2/22, which from the first of the year to 2/22 is 52 days if you don't add the day, 53rd day if you add the day. So basically it's the 53rd day of the year. So from Elvis's birthday to 228, because remember, Elvis died on the 228th day of the year. That's why we're looking at that. So notice this, okay? It's 7 weeks, 3 days, which is the EL connection. 7 and 3 looks like the letters EL, remember? But look, from Elvis's birthday to 228. Now, from Elvis's birthday to 229, which is a leap year, it's 5253. So that connects to from the first of the year to 222, which is Washington's changed birthday. And of course, you have 7 weeks, 4 days now, the 74 connection, which is the number of Jesus, 74, and Lucifer, which equals 74. All right. But of course, Jesus is God, Lucifer is the adversary. Anyway, so remember, we're talking about Elvis, who was born on the died on the 228th day on leap year is 229. So that's why we're looking at the 228 and 229 because of leap year connections. All right. Now, what else here? Give me a second. Like I said, folks, I am not prepared. I'm doing this on the fly, kind of. How to explain it? Because I'm not feeling good, like I said. So remember, we were talking about Trump a minute ago. Is it just a coincidence that from 228 to 614, Trump's birthday, on a regular year, it's 106, 107. And if you take the zeros out, it's 16, 17. And I told you that Elvis died in the 16th state. Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio, which is the 17th state. But look, on a leap year from 228 to 614, it's 108 days. Elvis is born on 108. Okay, so that's another connection connecting to the 228, which is Elvis's death date, the 228th day of the year. Now, I told you folks I'm not feeling well. It's hard to talk when you're not breathing good. So listen. So Elvis, he was known as the king, right? And Seattle's in King County, all right? And I told you Elvis lived and died in Memphis, Tennessee, and Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee. And that whole ritual was connected to this puzzle. Because Seattle's in King County now. Seattle's in King County. King County is named after Martin Luther King now. They changed it. It was named after a different king. Now they changed it and named it after him. They changed it 20 years ago almost. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's the, MLK is connected because he was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died, right? And anyway, listen. So he died on 4/4, but because it was a leap year, 4/4 fell on 4/5's day on a leap year, okay? Now, so it's all about the 44/45, right? So look, from Elvis's birthday to the day MLK was killed, but it was a leap year. So on a what is wrong with me? I can't even think. Yeah. So this is I think this is the leap year equation. So it was 2 months, 28 days on the leap year. Okay. So from Elvis's birthday to MLK's birthday, it was 2 months, 28 days apart. So there's your 228. And from Elvis's birthday to 4/5, it's 2 months, 29 days. See, they need the 44/45. Because Trump is the 44th person to become president, 45th actual president to take office. And I told you Elvis turned 89 this year. 44 plus 45 is 89. Okay. And the 44th president was Obama, and he's born on 8/4, the day Trump's going to get his head wound. And look, see, it's all about the 228, 229, which is the day Elvis died, right? The 228th day of the year, leap year, 229th day of the year. All right. So the king, like I said, the Martin Luther King is all connected to this, right? And what else here? Hold on. Yep. That's right. And I don't want to get into all the things, but yeah, the Elvis Super Bowl was in 1989. Elvis halftime show Super Bowl. Anyway, so if you add a crown to the 228, look, if you add a crown to the 228, because Elvis died on the 228th day of the year, right? If you go from Elvis's birthday to 4/5, look at that, it's 2,280 days. It lands on 4/5 because it's all about the 44, 45. I told you. 228 with a crown, okay? Then if you go forward 228 with a double crown, because see, it has to be a double crown here, all right? And for Trump and Elvis. But look, Elvis, from Elvis' birthday to 6/11 is 22800. And notice it's 62 years. Because I told you the Space Needle turns 62 years old this year. All right. Now, yeah, I'm not going to show this. This needs to be shown another time. Okay, so let's hold on, folks. Let me show you something here. Yeah, good comments you guys are making. Sorry, I can't really be more interactive, with you guys. But look, remember earlier I showed you from 228 to 614, from 228 to 614, Trump's birthday. Now look, on a regular, not regular, but yeah, on a regular year, because there's no 229. So from 614 to 228 would be 260 days. So there's 26 with a crown. God equals 26. But look, 614 to 229 on a leap year, see, it becomes 261 days, which is the backwards number of 162. 162, 162, get it? June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. And look, 8 months, 16 days. Elvis died on 8/16. And that's from Trump's birthday to the leap year, 229, the day that's added. And I told you Elvis died on the 228th, 229th day of the year. 229 on leap year. All right. You see what I mean? 8/16, 261, 162, June 11th. And it's also the same numbers as 216, which is August 4th, when Trump gets his head wound. Are you following me, folks, on that? I know this is difficult. It's not fluid, but I hope you guys are, still with me on this. Because if you're not, I'm just going to delete the video if you guys aren't getting it. Hold on. All right. So now look, I'm about to show you some, but some of the stuff I have written there, disregard some of it because it's going to be connected to something else I'm going to show. So just pay attention to what I'm showing only. What I'm saying and telling you, directing you to look at. Okay. So here. So remember, I just showed you that from Trump's birthday to 228 was 8 months, 16 days. Look at this. From 8/16 to 228, that's Elvis's death date, 8/16 to 228, and 8/16 is the 228th day of the year. Look, it's 197 days. 6 months, 13 days. And the 45th prime is 197. So look at that. 8/16 is the 228th day of the year. And on leap year, it's 229. But look, and then on a leap year from 8/16 to 229, if you use the leap year ending, because, leap year is the only time you see 229. It's 198. Look, 6 months, 14 days. That's Trump's birthday. See? See what I mean? You know? Anyway, this card I'm going to be using again in a moment. Look, now, pay attention. You know I was born on 9/4, but it was a leap year, so it's 9495 technically. But look, from 9/11 to 6/14 is 9 months, 4 days. And I'll get to why that's important in a moment. But look, from Trump's birthday to 9/11, Trump's birthday to 9/11 is 2 months, 28 days, or 2 months, 29 days. Okay? Are you getting what I'm talking about? It's the 228, 229 again, which is the leap year connection. Okay? And the 228 is the 89 day actually right here. But 229 is, you know, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's connected. Anyway, I'll get back to that in a moment. So, but look at this. If you go from Trump's birthday, the exact day he's born, to this 6/11, which I'm telling you, look at the numbers right there. Interesting, because you know he turned 77, and you know the Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown in 77 on June 11th, the same year Elvis died. There was a horse called Seattle Slew that won the Triple Crown on 6/11/77, because slew means to violently kill. It was a ritual for Elvis, because Elvis died that year. But look, 6/11, and then you have a 77, and then it's going to happen this year, the real event. That was just a ritual. But look, from Trump's birthday, look at, you have the 8/4 and the 8/8, because I told you Trump gets his head wound on 8/4, and he comes back, I think, like four days later, like, you know, because they're going to pronounce him dead, and then they're going to say he's probably in a coma, then he's going to wake up or something. Who knows, you know? And I think 11/29 is the 333rd day of the year or something. I can't remember now. I think that leaves 42 days. Wait, how many days does that leave? It leaves 30-something days. Sorry. What was I gonna do? No, I can't remember. What is this? Well, yeah. So look, I told you Satan equals 55, right? From Trump's birthday, the exact day he's born, to the exact day 9/11 happened, is 55 years, 2 months, 29 days. And there's your 229, which I was telling you about, the leap year. 55 is Satan. And look, the year that he's born is 46, and the year that 9/11 happened is 461. The 89th prime number is 461. I thought that was interesting. And and look, 1, 9, and 2, 6 months, 11 days, I think, is 192 days. But we're talking about the date 6/11, not 6 months, 11 days. Anyway. I already showed that earlier about the leap thing and Elvis. You'll see, I'm going to show it again, but so look, let me explain something to you guys, all right? I have shown, you know, all the connections with the Antichrist and Elvis, because I told you the words Elvis birthday, just those two words, Elvis birthday, equals the exact same as the Antichrist. Every number is the same. Forward, backward, reduced, everything. So Elvis birthday equals the Antichrist. Now pay attention to what you're seeing here, all right? So if you look at the words, the Antichrist, which I told you equals Elvis birthday, same thing. Look at the totals, 218 and 277. So 218, Elvis and his identical twin, there was two of them born on 1/8. Okay? And So Jesse was born first. And you know, Jesus came from the line of Jesse. You know, King David came from the line of Jesse, and the King David, you know, Jesus came from the line of King David, who came from the line of Jesse. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Elvis's identical twin was Jesse. So then you look over here, because look, you have two of them, right? 1-8, 1-8, 1-8, which I told you can be 2-16 or 16-2. And that's June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. August 4th is the 216th day of the year, which is my predictions. So it matches perfectly, right? Because it's 16-2 or 2-16. But look, there's two of them born on 1-8. 1-8, 1-8, two of them born. And look back here, 277. 77, 77 twice is 154. The Antichrist equals 154. So the second Christ would be the Antichrist. So if this represents Jesus, then Elvis would represent the Antichrist. Does that make sense? Because there can only be one. All right, that's my point. But there can be an image of the Antichrist. And that's what Trump's here to make sure. See, Trump is the image of the Antichrist. He is the Antichrist in the flesh. Elvis is the unseen Antichrist, who is the real Antichrist. Anyway, so what I was going to get at was this connection. So remember, I showed you from Elvis's death date, and Elvis died on the 228th day of the year. And if you went from Elvis's birthday to 228, the date is 197, and the 45th prime is 197. Look, so you have 197 backwards in the Antichrist. And look, if it's 197, then it can be 198 also. 197, 198 with a crown. So why am I saying that? Because look, if you go from 816 to the 229 in a leap year, because because August 16th on a leap year is the 229th day of the year. So it's 198. So you have 197, 198. And I told you 614 is Trump's birthday. 6 months, 14 days. See, it all connects. And that's the backwards of the Antichrist. All right? You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, there's just a connection there. That's why I'm saying that. And anyway, this video is so convoluted. I have so much more to show, but I'm only gonna show another connection here to Trump, connecting to the leap thing. Let me tell you what it is. See, Elvis's identical twin died at birth, they say, or was he sacrificed? See, that's what we're trying to find out here. And Trump is the replacement twin. Okay? So now, let's again examine why it's so important, the leap connection. Let me just show this one more time. What did I do? Hold on. Yeah, let me show it one more time. That way we can kind of start from here again, because this is important, this next part, because it's kind of weird. So remember, I told you the word leap year, the initials LY. L is the 12th letter, Y is the 25th letter of the alphabet, equals 37. 37 looks like the letters EL. L, this, EL means God. And it's the numbers is 1225, which is the Christmas Day, numbers. But anyway, so that's the first connection, which I showed earlier. Then, and of course, I showed that If you just take the letter L, it sounds like the word El, which means God in Hebrew. Elvis, L, and then VIS, of course, it has to do with the 666, but I'm not going to explain it here. So if you take the L out, what do you have left? EAP, and that's Elvis Aaron Presley's initials, right? And I'm going to get back to that in a moment, but let me just show you this. So the word leap, why it's so important, again, you have the EL in it, which means God in Hebrew, right? So what's left? AP. A is the first letter, P is the 16th letter. It's the 611 backwards, 611. And PA, which again I'll explain has to do with the Philadelphia thing, but forget about that at the moment. It just so happens that leap, it has the EL and the PA, right? Look at this. EL, this is what it equals in Gematria. EL equals the exact same as PA. Same numbers. Forward and backward, everything. So that means that EL would mean EL again. It's the EL connection. All right? It's the PP again, basically. Papa. Papa. It would be PA or EL because it's the same letters. Equals exactly the same. All right? Now, oh man. So why am I showing that? Let's go back to the EAP in LEAP. It equals Elvis Aaron Presley, and it makes the word PEA, which is the word PEA, right? Again, connecting to the PP, remember? Anyway, so PEA is the EAP, which is Elvis Aaron Presley in the word LEAP. Now, what makes this important? Check this out. I always wondered, I always see this name, the name Lee, Lee, in certain stories and certain, yeah, that's right. PA is public announcement. Yeah. Good one. Good one. Yeah, PA system. That's right. The PP is the Antichrist. I can't explain it right now. It's too complicated. I'll explain the PP in a different video. But check this out. The word Lee, Lee, equals the exact same as EAP, which is the initials for Elvis Aaron Presley, which is the 3 of the 4 letters of the word leap. All right. And so Lee equals EAP, exact same numbers, forward, backward, everything's the same. And remember who killed JFK? Because I told you everything's about the head wound and sacrifices with JFK and MLK. So Lee Harvey Oswald, right? And where was Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee? Where were they buried? In Seattle. So you have the Lee connection again. That's why they were buried in Seattle. But they'll give you another reason. They'll say, oh, the wife was born. And you know what the eel is, right? Eel is a beast out of the sea. An eel, EEL. Right? And it's electrified. Like, what is the chance that an eel connects to the electricity? Because it's all about, this, I don't want to say certain words, Yeah, exactly. It's a water snake, and water equals Elvis. Exactly. Man, it's so, like I said, it's incredible, this thing. And what's missing? I told you there's a P missing because it's all about the PP, right? Look, leap. What's it missing? Oh, what's it missing to make a? What am I doing here? I'm showing the wrong card. The word leap, where is it? Oh, what's it missing is to make the word apple is a P. APPEL. It would make the word apple. See? And what is the Apple state? Washington. You understand now? It's LAPP. Okay? LAPP. All right? It's the PP. Are you guys understanding what I'm talking about? All right? Because the PP is the Antichrist, which I'll explain again in another video. All right, now that I showed you the Lee connection, because Lee equals EAP, which is Elvis Aaron Presley's initials. Lee and Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee were both killed. I mean, both died. All right, weird circumstances, and they're both buried in Seattle. And the eel, Lee is eel backwards, which is a water snake or electric, and it's like a beast out of the sea, basically. And and Lee Harvey Oswald killed JFK supposedly, right? Now check this out. All right, so pay attention, all right? So Trump is the 45th president, right? And I told you he's going to get his head wound in Ohio, which is the 17th state, right? So you have the 45 and the 1745, right? Check this out. So from Elvis's birthday to the day that Lee Harvey Oswald was born, look at this. From Elvis's birthday to the day Lee Harvey Oswald was born is 1,745 days. Can you believe that? And look at that. 4 years, 9 months, 11 days. So you have my birthday, 9/4 and 9/11, which is exactly what it is. From my birthday to, from the first of the year to 9/4 is 247 days. From Elvis's birthday to 9/11 is 247 days. Okay. So do you understand what I'm showing you here? 1745. Okay. And that's from Elvis's birthday to Lee Harvey Oswald's birthday, right? Now, so before I move on, let me just show you this. Yeah, yeah. There's somebody saying something. I'm agreeing with them. Yeah, anyway, let me just show you this real quick, which I've shown before. But you guys got to see it to understand it, okay? So from Trump's birthday to exactly the day that JFK was killed, the devil is always in the details, folks. So watch what happens. Look, because remember what I just showed you. I just showed you from Elvis's birthday to the day Lee Harvey Oswald was born. It's 1,745 days, 1745, right? And Trump's the 45th president. He's going to get his head wound in Ohio, the 17th state, right? Now look at this. So from Elvis's birthday, from Trump's birthday, because Trump's the one who's going to get the head wound, which connects to the JFK head wound. So from Trump's date of birth to the day JFK was killed, it's either, if you include the day, it's 6371. But anyway, forget about that. But look at, first of all, it's 17 years, right? And I told you that everything's about the 17. But look at the percentage. See? 1745. See what I mean? And you see the 45.21%? 4521 is from the first of the year to 614, which is Trump's birthday. So that's the percentage from the first of the year to 614. So it's exactly Trump's birthday here, and you have the 17 for Ohio, which is 17 years, but because it's 17 years what you're saying here. And look at this, 910 weeks. And if I add the day, because it's not included, it would be 910 weeks, 1 day. So it would be 9/11 connection too. 9/1 and then 1 day, 9/11. You see what I mean? Did you get, oh, sorry about that. Hold on. I'm trying to flip the camera. Did you guys understand that part? The 1745? I just showed you 1745 from Elvis's birthday to to Lee Harvey Oswald, the guy who killed JFK. And that was from Trump's birthday to JFK, what I just showed you, being 1745%. The amount of, the days, it was 1745%. But anyway, look at that, 1018. Luke 1018. Isn't that where Satan falls like lightning? Lucifer fell like lightning, whatever. Luke 10:18. And anyway, so let me keep going. So, and of course, Oswald, he was killed 2 days later after JFK's death. So he would be also 17 years, after Trump's death, after Trump's birth, Lee Harvey Oswald was killed. And by the way, 5 months, 11 days into the year is 6/11. Okay? 5 months, 11 days into the year is 6/11. So basically he was killed, the same amount of days as 6/11. Do you get it? I mean, let me show it. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. From the first of the year to 6/11 is 5 months, 11 days. Anyway, so now that I showed you that, so let's go from Lee Harvey Oswald's birthday to Trump's birthday. Let's see the connection. The only connection I could find that was of relevance. So this from Harvey Oswald's birthday to Trump's birthday, the date they're born. All right. 6 years, 7 months, and these days, if you add the day or don't add the day. But 67 is Elvis equals 67, Anyway, I'm not going to get into that right now. But look, it's 666%. See? There's your 666 connection. I don't know if that means anything to you guys. But it should, if you've been watching my videos. But anyway, that's what I can find in it now. So, and again, we're back to Oswald again. So Oswald is born, and when he died, so from his birth to his death, what do we get? Interesting that it's 24 years. Can you imagine Oswald died at 24? The guy looked like he was 40. It's weird how those old images make people look so old. But anyway, so he's born on this day and he died on this day. Look at those numbers again. 8-4 and 8-8, which I was just telling you about. In 24 years. Look at that. See what I mean? And look, you have the 17 again. 1-7. I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to believe these are coincidences, I don't know, man. Anyway, so from Oswald's death, from Oswald's birthday to the day Trump's going to get his head wound this year. And remember, August 4th falls on August 5th, regular day, because it's a leap year. So 8485 is connected. Everything's connected to the 8485, right? Just like my birthday is 9495, because I was born on leap year. So 94 fell on 95. And 8 months, 4 days into the year, 8 months, 5 days into the year is 9495. So I'm connected to the 8485 because my birthday is 9495. Get it? So now watch this. So from Oswald's birthday, okay? So from Oswald's birthday, the day he's born, to the day Trump's going to get his head wound this year, 84 years, 9 months, 18 days. And, I always tell you about Elvis being born on 1/8. He needs the 9, 189. And my birthday's 9495. 9495 equals 189. But anyway, look, 8485%. Look at that. 8485. And on leap year, 84 falls on 85. All right, I'm just saying, these are just, strange coincidences. And, Elvis, he's born on 108, and then you have 184 here. 108, 184. I think that's it. I think that's it, folks. Like I said, I have other stuff that I could show, but speaking of leap, yeah, there was quantum leap episodes. I showed those years ago. Quantum leap episodes of one with Elvis and one with Trump, or a couple of them with Trump. I showed those years ago. Yeah, you think whatever happens to Trump, the person that's responsible, you're saying, is going to have a triple name? Because triple has the EL, yeah. Well, that's what everything's about, the three. I told you that. Because the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and Jesus' ministry was 3 years, and he rose from the dead after 3 days, and he was crucified at 33, and he rose from the dead at 33, because 33 is the number of ascension. That's why they use it in all their unbelievable stories, because they're mocking God, you know. Anyway, I think that's it, folks. I have yeah, like I said, I could show you a ton more stuff, you know, but anyway, so listen, I'm gonna leave this video up, even though it's really not that good, but I just did something just to get me started, because I'm like so behind in doing my videos. I have so much to show, folks. I have like literally 100 videos that I need to do. I mean, ready to go, but I just can't. I have the information, but I need to write them out again. That's what's driving me crazy, having to figure out how to present the information, because I have all the information written on cards. You know, the rough draft of all the information. Anyway, you know, speaking of leap, you know what I wrote? I said Elvis leaps off a building. I just said that, and look what it took me to. Elvis leaps off a building. Look what it took me to. It took me some images of this dude hanging. Wait, what is this one? Oh, they're showing Elvis left the building. No, but look. Some daredevil. He does like supposed stunts. He's some kind of YouTuber. He's some kind of YouTuber, and he hangs off of buildings and stuff. Which I'm not saying I believe anyway, but they're saying, I don't know, you could probably go see him. But look what his name is. It even has my last 3 letters of my first 3 letters of my last name. Look at that. Elvis Bog. Oh, man. Hold on, folks. Let me see if I can. I didn't want to go to the article. It's just weird. That's the first 3 letters of my last name, too. What do they say about him? London. I'm surprised this guy didn't, you know, like get rid of him. I'm surprised they didn't do that. I don't know who the hell he is. I just thought it was funny. that it went to him. Anyway, folks, I think that's it. All right. Oh. Anyway, God bless all of you. And someone's saying something about eels and the way they eat. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, I believe you. Yeah, of course I know that all the people have three names. Yeah, like what's his name? The one who killed Martin Luther King. What was his name? I forgot his name now. James Earl Ray. Yeah. Besides Lee Harvey Oswald, you know, or John Wilkes Booth, you know. You know what? And we know, you know, I told you that the guy who killed, you know what? I'm not going to get into that. I was going to talk about the Reagan thing. Forget it. All right, folks, I got to end the video. My throat's hurting. Yeah, that's funny, Jenny. Scottish Presley, named Mick Presley. That's funny. Anyway, God bless all of you. Like I said, folks, this was not a good video, but thank you for saying that, but it wasn't fluid. There was no rhyme or reason, really, you know. I was just showing information. I needed to get it out of my sight before I lose my mind. You know what? I'm going to do a second part to this because there's a really important piece to this puzzle that I missed. Darn it. All right, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to come back and I might do a part 2 later tonight just for like 10 minutes on a part 2 of this, which is important. Okay? So get ready for the leap number 2. But it's going to be a quick one, the next one, but I don't want to show it here because it's important. Anyway, God bless all of you. Jesus is God. Pray for me. Pray for my family. Pray for my wife. Pray for everyone in the chat, and pray for their families. All right, okay. Just do a general prayer for all of us. All right. Anyway, because God knows. You don't need to say every person's names. God knows. All right. You understand? God doesn't sit there and not do what he wants to do. He does exactly what he has to do. All right, so don't worry. But pray. He still wants to hear your prayers because it lets him know that that you need him. All right, because without God, we're nothing. And Jesus is God. Anyway, end the video. Jesus is God. End the video.